Good morning and welcome to day 3 of the U15AAP Provincials here in Yarmouth, Nova Scotia. This game brought to you by Conrad Cushing Bain Accountants, and it features the Sackville Flyers and the Cumberland County Ramblers.
Line starting for the Flyers. Kendall passes it to Kaiser. Kaiser, D to Kendall. Kendall carries it into neutral zone. He loses it. This is number 5. Warwick, leading scorer for Cumberland. By considerable margin. I think he had 36 on the regular season, so keep an eye on him. Kendall to Siderick. And offside's the call. This is the lively line out for the Flyers. On the left-hand side is Jack Smith. On the right would be Adam Harvey. All for gold. Starting goalies today in nets for the Flyers, Gage Purcell. And for the Ramblers, we've got Parker O'Coin. This is McNutt. He goes to his partner. Sackville hemmed in here pretty good right now. Siderick. Smith on the boards. McNutt sends it in. The first shot of the game. Battle behind the net. Again, Sackville not able to clear. Harvey not able to chip that out either. Not the start the Flyers were looking for sure. This is Groom. Groom sends it to Harvey. They'll be able to clear it here. There's Lively digging on the boards. Siderick. Long lead pass over to Slavuta. Slavuta will take ice. Ryan on the half wall. This is the first time the Flyers have been in the offensive zone. Out front. Clapper, that was Glover, he misses wide. Rochon sends it out. Ryan goes right back in. He's going to lose this though. That comes right back to neutral ice. Walsh, he'll send that to the corner. That goes around. leading scorers for the Ramblers are Warwick, McCauley with 22, Terrace 19, and Reed, a defenseman, with 18 points in the regular season. So keep an eye on them. For the Flyers, you've got Slavuta, Walsh, Harvey, Lively. There's Walsh now. Fresh legs coming out for the Flyers. This is going to be the Anderson line, I believe. Kendall, he flips it. Hughley will pick this up. Hughley loses it. He takes a look. He takes a little bump. That goes over Reed's stick. McKinnon, he dumps that. He's going to send that on net. We'll get a face-off. Slow start for both teams. To be expected. First game of the day. A fairly meaningful game for the Flyers here. They're in a tie with Halifax Hawks right now. I think they're actually winning the tiebreaker based on penalty minutes, if I'm not mistaken. So this is a meaningful game. They would like to score as many goals as possible. The Hawks have a game against Bedford later this morning, so there's a lot at stake here. I believe the Ramblers are out. Not 100% sure on that, but this is Kendall. He turns it over to the neutral zone. That was Gould. He sends it. Gage will slow that down, but he plays the puck. Kendall has it. He sends it up to McKinnon. McKinnon bobbles that pass. That goes right back in. This time Gage wants a face-off. As a result, we will get a line change for the Flyers. The Ramblers opt to keep their 5 out. This is the McCauley line for the Ramblers, number 19. Again, second in points in the regular season with 22. Smith. Siderick behind the net. He hits a shin pad. As a result, there's a loose puck. Still there, and they score. 1-0 for the Ramblers. On the backs of very sloppy play by the Flyers. A turnover by Smith, and then a shin pad hit by Siderick, resulting in a tap-in goal. McCauley with the dinger. Smith with the helper. 9:49, time of the goal. Ryan, he fans on that. Bowden comes in to help. That goes back deep into the corner. Slavuta will go there first. There's a man on. Nothing for the Ramblers. Not the start the Flyers expected. Great job by the Ramblers, though. Their fans are happy. Let's see who got that goal. Looks like it was O'Neill. Sackville calling an early timeout. It was Bryson O'Neill. 8:58 time of the goal. Put Cumberland up by 2. Coach Bezanson calling a timeout, resetting the troops, firing them up. Shots 9-2 in favor of Cumberland. Here goes Kendall. Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's Kendall. Gould knocks that off his stick temporarily. That's Hubley. Here goes Anderson. Parker. Gould. Gould falls. McKinnon's scrambling. Long lead pass. That's bobbled by O'Neill, though. He forechecks hard. Nice chip by Kendall to his partner, who's Daniel McIsaac. Daniel McIsaac hits the side of the net, though. He missed his target. And Parker ices it. All right, fresh legs for both teams. All 5 players on both sets. This is going to be Lively line. Against the McCully line. That's Smith, he kicks it, that'll go in. Smith on the forecheck. McCully has it here. McCully sends it up. That's intercepted by Groom, he takes a hard hit. Harvey behind the net. He sends it out front for Lively. Lively takes a punch to the face. No call on that play. Lively in the corner. He sends it to Harvey. Harvey's going to kick this. He'll backwards chip that. That was a beautiful chip to Smith. Smith's got all kinds of space here. What can he do? Can he find? Nice job by Siderick, the defenseman, to jump into the play. Great scoring opportunity. 4th shot of the game for the Flyers. Again, fresh legs for both teams coming out. This brings on the Ryan line for the Flyers against Warwick's line. Ryan wins the draw. Walsh sends it back to Glover. Glover sends that into quiet ice, but that's going to be cleared. Nope, it's not going to get out. Bowden keeps that in. He holds the line. Nice handles there. This is Slavuta. He's going to go around. He's going to send it over to Glover. Glover's going to send it back to Slab. Slab fans on that, but it hits Ryan. Ryan bobbled that, though. Walsh sends it to Ryan behind the net. Again, Ryan not able to contain the puck. And away come the Ramblers. Nice pass, center ice. That was Rochon that sent that deep. This is Glover again. He decides to reset. He evades a hit by Martin. Walsh. Walsh sends that to Bowden. Bowden again, a defenseman, jumped into the play. This is Slavuta. He gets tripped. No call again. Ramblers missed that pass. This is Bowden. He's going to send this deep. He hits the lineman. Nice job there by Glover to lift that stick. Here goes Slavuti, puts on the brakes. He still has possession. He's got 3 guys to beat, though. Ryan on the back check. Hubley, he goes to hit his guy. That was a hot pass by Kendall to McIsaac, a little too hot. Hubley has it, he sends it to neutral ice. This is O'Neill, he sends it back to number 6. Terrace. And we're going to get a penalty behind the play. I didn't see it. It's going to go to player number 1. Sorry, no, player number 8. That's Shane Allen. Hubley. He's coming off hurt. He'll be all right, he's tough. Dad played a couple of years Junior A here in this rink. He tells me he was somewhat of a legend, although I have yet to find someone to confirm that. This is McKinnon behind the net. He fans on it. They're able to clear that. This is a power play unit we don't normally see here for the Flyers. It's got Walsh, McKinnon, and Anderson. That gets dumped right back in. Groom's got a race to this. He's going to lose that race. Siderick helps him out. Parker picks this up. He loses it though. That comes out. They're killing all kinds of clock here. They send it right back in. Great PK here. Here goes Walsh. He cuts to the middle. Now he's going wide. He's got Anderson with him. Anderson cuts to the middle. Anderson has it. They still have possession. He gets a shot off. It was an easy save though, and they clear it again. This should bring fresh legs out for the Flyers, I suspect. It does. Smith, Harvey, and Lively are out there now. 50 seconds left in this power play. Harvey along the wall. Harvey's going to carry this in. He cuts to the middle. Got 2 to beat. He goes to the corner. He's going to send this back to Groom. Groom's going to send this to Lively. Lively, he's going to cut in, sends it to Harvey. Harvey, oh, just missed Siderick. Good opportunity there by our defenseman. There's Siderick. He sends it in front. Harvey's got it. Harvey rips it. Oh, great glove save there to Rob Harvey on that one. And we've got another call here, though. Tripping is the call. It's going to be the Flyers captain, number 17, Kaysen Lively. 2 minutes for tripping. Only 9 seconds remain on the minor to the Ramblers, so they are going to have a minute 51 on a power play with a 2-0 lead over the Flyers. Shots 10 for the Ramblers, just 6 for the Flyers.
Sackville penalty number 17, Kaysen Lively, 2 minutes for tripping. Time penalty 3:39.
All right, Ramblers go on to the power play. Slavuta, he sends that bit back in. I think this is Leopold, number 9, if I'm reading that name right. This is Martin. And they get called offside. That will bring the face-off outside into neutral ice. We've got Rochon, Martin, McNutt, Warwick at center. I think it's Leopold completing the defense there. It is. Here's McNutt. And we dump that right back in. Leopold. He takes a look. He sends it over to Warwick. Again, leading scorer by a huge margin on this team. Didn't get a shot off that time, though. Leopold with a nice white one-timer. Uh-oh. Wow. Flyers got away with one there. It comes out. Slavuta doesn't have the energy to chase that the way he normally does. He's been out there for a while. Rochon, he's going to go over to his guy, Warwick. Warwick rips one, easy save for Purcell. He covers up. We'll get a face-off. 1:54 left to play in the first period. The score is 2-0 for the home team, the Cumberland Ramblers. 16 seconds remains in the lively minor. And we've got Anderson at center for the Flyers. Ramblers win that face-off, although they Missed that pass. They send it in deep. 5 seconds left in the minor. McIsaac clears it. That will bring Lively out of the box, and we'll be back to 5-on-5 hockey. Cumberland not able to clear that. Anderson sends it out front. No one home, though. Kendall not able to contain that. No ice, though. Sloan not able to catch that pass. McIsaac, he stops that. Allen chips that to neutral ice. It's a foot race. Kendall wins. Last minute to play in the first. Nice pass there by McKinnon. He sends it to Anderson. Anderson had 2 last night. Good job there by Hubley to tip it, though. Groom chips it back in. Gould sends it to Terrace. Gagnon all over it. That'll do it for the first period. Shots in favor of the Ramblers, 13-7. Just a reminder, folks, Kraft. Oh. The timekeeper beat me to it, but I was just going to remind everybody at home, today is the last day of voting for Kraft Hockeyville. As you know, the Sackville Arena is one of the final 4 finalists. So we would ask you, if you would be kind enough, please vote for the arena. It's in dire need of some upgrades. Most of you listening have seen this old building. It's in very, very rough shape, and it can use whatever help it can get. So if you wouldn't mind visiting the Kraft Hockeyville website, you can vote as many times as your patience will allow. We would really, really appreciate the support. This is the Lively line out for the Flyers. And I think that's Gagnon for the Ramblers. It is. Harvey steals that. He's going to dump it deep. He puts it in nice and soft into the corner. That's going to let Smith get there. Smith gets there first. He gets his pocket picked, though. Bowden comes in, bounces his guy. Smith comes away with it, though. No, he only for a second. Glover blows a wheel there. No harm, because Bowden's ready. Kayson's going to catch up to this kid. Not in time, though. 3-0 for the Ramblers. The wheels are coming off of it here early in the second. Lots of time left, though, in this game. Halifax probably watching this, liking this score. This is huge for them. Bryson O'Neill with the dinger. Gagnon and Leopold with the helpers. And the Ramblers don't look to be done. Here goes Walsh. Slavuta, he cuts to the middle. Not able to get a shot off. Walsh comes in. He's on the wall. He sends it out front. This is Ryan. He can snipe. McIsaac. He elects to keep it. Sends it over to Slav. Slav chips it to Ryan. Ryan takes a bump from Warwick. Rochon, he tries to backhand it, but he fans on it. Ryan's going to pick up on that mistake. He sends it to Kendall. Kendall's got to be careful here. He puts on the brakes and he loses it. And as a result, there's a loose puck. Gage covers up. Huge mistake by Kendall there. But it doesn't cost us. McCully at center for the Ramblers against Anderson for the Flyers. Big clapper. Gage got enough of that to save it. Shots are 17-7 in favor of the Ramblers. Certainly not what the Flyers fans expected here this morning. Sloan flips that. Anderson's flying in. McNutt's back though. McNutt will win this. Nice job by McNutt to evade Parker. Sloan, he sends that on net. It's there. Oh, good opportunity there by Hubley. He missed high though. Siderick, he slows it down. He's going to chip it to the corner. It hit a body. It's on the wall. No way come the Ramblers. This is McCully. Big clapper. Groom sends it to McKinnon. McKinnon chips that into neutral ice. Groom to McKinnon. McKinnon totally missed that pass. O'Neill, he sends it out front. Siderick, not able to clear it. Anderson, he bumps his guy. Good job by Anderson to bump that, and then we ice it. I say we, folks. Must be obvious by now, but my kid plays on the Flyers, so forgive me for being biased. There was no one else to call the game, so they asked me to do it. I'm trying to be as impartial as possible, so forgive me when I slip up and say things like we and Smith. He's able to clear it. He gets it up to Harvey. It's a foot race. He's well covered by 3 white jerseys. Puts it to the corner. Smith comes crashing in. There's Lively. Lively comes crashing in. He blows a wheel. There's a battle on the board. Smith comes away with it. He tries to send it out front. Not able to find a player. That comes out. Bowden blows a wheel. He goes into the boards hard. He's stung. Good job by Lively to cover up for Bowden. Bowden goes down again. And Lively misses his pass by about 10 feet. So Jaden Walsh is on it. He steals it from Warwick. He sends it back to Bowden. He blows a wheel. And we get a whistle. Tripping is a call. It's going to be Rochon, number 17, going to the box for 2 for tripping, I believe. We'll have to hear the official call. I actually didn't see the play. All right, let's see if the Flyers can get some momentum going on this power play. So far, it's been all Ramblers. They're out shooting the Flyers by over 2-1. This is Braden Ryan. He sends it across for Slavuta. Slavuta, he misses wide. Good look for Slav, though. Slavy sends it out front. Blind, it's there. Can Walsh rip it? No, he hits the center of the goalie's chest. Walsh with the hot hand here for the Flyers, though, scoring the majority of the goals over the last 3 or 4 games. Here goes Slav. Toe drag, not able to get a clean shot off. Walsh drops the shoulder. That won't come out. Groom will hold the line. Puts on the brakes. He sends it to Slavy. Slavy's going to walk in. Again, not able to get a clear shot. Hit a skate. He's got to be careful here. He sends it to Siderick. Siderick sent it to Ryan. Ryan out for Walsh for the one-timer. He wasn't able to get a good shot off. Again, he sent it through the slot, hit nothing, and they clear. Ryan walks in, shoots, easy save. The Lively line comes on to replace them. Momentum has been all Ramblers here the first half of this game. They came to play. Harvey at center. That goes behind the net. Smith's racing. He's not going to win that race, though. Ramblers not able to clear it, though they almost did. Harvey coming in hard. He hits his guy. Lively leaves it for Harvey. Harvey sends it to Groom. Groom takes a look. He's going to walk out. Sends it to Harvey. Harvey to Lively. Lively to Harvey. Groom not able to hold the line this time, though. And offsides is the call. 15 seconds remain on the penalty to Rochon. 9:03 left to play in the second period. Again, 3-0 for the Ramblers. Lively versus Warwick. Lively wins that one. This is Glover. Glover walks in. Nice move by Glover. He sends it over to McIsaac. McIsaac's going to rip this one. Didn't miss by much there. McCoyne got just enough of it to send it high, but it was a good look by Daniel McIsaac, the blue liner for the Flyers. Lively, it's there, loose puck. Can he get another one off? Nope. McIsaac fanned on that, and as a result, they clear that. That was dangerous because McCully cherry picking at the blue line as a result of the penalty expiring. We'll do it again deep in the Rambler end. This is the Anderson line out for the Flyers. I think that's Gagnon for the Ramblers, number 12, it is. Anderson. Here goes O'Neill. He's already got one on the day. He's walking right in. McCauley has it. He rips it. Gage is able to save that. That gets dumped right back into the corner. Glover will come back and grab that. Glover puts on the brakes. Glover sends it to Bowden. Bowden with the backhand chip to McKinnon on the wall. It's a battle. It stays in. This is Terrace. Terrace can score. 19 points on the regular season. Don't give Terrace any space if you're a Sackville Flyer. Here goes Parker. He's going to go wide. No, he cuts to the middle, but he loses it. Glover gloves it down. There's Jaden Walsh. Walsh, he almost got lucky there with a weird bounce. Parker O'Coin gloves that down though. We'll get a face-off. This will be the Braden Ryan line for the Flyers. I think that's Terrace at center. It is. Slavuda, he's in the corner. He's not able to get that to his blue liner. Nice job there, but Rochon wasn't able to contain that pass, so Braden Ryan has it here in the corner. Warwick sends it to Rochon. Rochon sends it over to Martin, and we're going to get a big clapper. It goes well wide, though. Slavuda will pick this up on the wall. He sends it to Walsh. Walsh goes wide. He chips it. He's going to chase. He'll get there first. Sends it out front. A little bit off target. Ramblers send that deep. Purcell covers up. He wants a face-off. It'll be to his right-hand side. Sackville looking for a hero here. They need a goal and some momentum. Shots now 22-16, so they have caught up in the shot clock. This is Groom. He backhands that to Lively. Lively sends that to Harvey. Harvey with a nice backhand pass to Smith. Smith goes wide. He puts on the brakes. He's going to send that around for Case and Lively. Case and Lively's going to leave that for Harvey. White jerseys all over these guys. Hats off to them. Harvey sends that over to Siderick. Siderick dumps this in deep. Harvey will get there first. Oh, he's offside. Someone's offside. Smith's offside, I think. There we go. Groom back to get it. That's icing.
Thank you to our live stream sponsor at U15AAP Provincials, Braves Electrical, and to gold sponsors, Emery Smith Fisheries Limited, Excel Seafoods Limited, Dairy Farmers of Nova Scotia, Public Pharmacy.
McCully at center, 19 versus 19. That's Anderson versus McCully. Anderson wins that. This is Bowden. Bowden rips that. He hits a shin pad. It's a dangerous play, but he's okay. He gets back in time. Glover back to get this. Nothing going Sackville's way here. Here goes Parker. He loses it, but he's going to chase. He'll get there first. He's in. He's got a quick release. Can he get anything going? Hubly not there. And that comes all the way back. No, oh, that is going to be icing. I didn't think that would be icing. My bad. So we'll have it come all the way back. We'll have a face-off deep in the Rambler end. Ramblers win the draw. Gold. He sends it around, but Kendall jumps into the play. He's got it. Ryan. Kendall's still deep. Walsh covering for him. Warwick. He's got it. He chips it to the corner. Rochon. He sends it over. This is Martin. Martin sends it deep. Kendall in. He's got Warwick on him. He takes a heavy hit by Warwick. McIsaac misplayed that. As a result, Warwick gets it behind the net. Not who you want to have it on your stick, again, if you're a Flyers fan. This is Reed. Big clapper. Glove down by Purcell. He saw it the whole way. That was an easy save for him. And that's the 23rd shot of the game for the Ramblers. Lively line comes out for the Flyers. Gagnon for the Ramblers. Gagnon wins the draw, but it bounces right back to the Flyers. This is McIsaac. He's got it. He sends it to Harvey. Harvey sends that up for Lively. Lively tries to get through too. McIsaac's picked this up, but he loses it. Harvey tries to steal that. Kendall, he sends that to the corner. Nice play by Kendall to put that in the corner. Lively gets there. McIsaac's there. He sends it. It hits the side of the net. Smith goes behind the net. Smith has time and space. He sends that to Harvey. Harvey sends that out. Well, away come the Ramblers. This is Terrace. Again, you got to watch Terrace. McIsaac gloves this down. Chips it up. Harvey taps that to Lively. Here goes Lively. He's fine. He goes down on his knees, though. And the Ramblers ice it. Again, the 219 centerman lining up. Big shot there by Siderick. Again, very easy save for Parker O'Coin. He saw that the whole way. Routine save for him. We'll do the face-off all over again. Parker sends that to Groom. Groom has to send that back to Siderick. Siderick's going to send that into the corner because his players are offside. This is Leopold that has it. McKinnon got a stick on that to break that up. Hubley hits his guy, and all the way down it comes. And that's going to be icing, I believe. It is. So it will come all the way back. Shots now, 23 for Cumberland, 17 for Sackville. So again, Sackville has caught up to Cumberland. Although all for nothing, the score remains 3-0 for the Ramblers. They're playing absolutely great here. Lights out today. Groom, he hits a shin pad. Siderick, he dumps it to the corner. His players are still way offside. There they go. They go back in. Hubley leading the way. That comes around. Groom sends it on net. There was a tip too. McKinnon tipped that. Well, Warwick didn't see that, so he's just going to dump that to the corner. Groom's going to get there first. Rochon coming in. He's like, I'm not going to hold this puck when I see Rochon coming in behind me. Rochon's got about 60 pounds on him, I would guess. Here goes Siderick. Sends it to McKinnon. McKinnon, he keeps it on his stick. He loses it to Rochon, though. It's still there, loose puck. He gets tripped. That's definitely a penalty. I believe that's going to be Oliver Gould going to the box for tripping, maybe? It will be. Certainly accidental, but no doubt it was a penalty. So there's 1:42 left to play in the second period. The Flyers would love to pop one here before intermission, get a little bit of momentum. They certainly have increased their momentum as per the shot clock, but not the score. We've got power play unit number 1 out there to start. Walsh at center. Harvey. Harvey sends it to Slavuta. Slavuta's going to slow this down. Oh, he fanned on that to Harvey, though. Harvey's going to try and get it back to him. He does. They're going to do it again. Nope, he hit something again there. Slavuta turns. Slavuta having no luck here this morning. Way out of character. And as a result, O'Neill's gone. Groom. Groom, he button hooks around. That's going to come around. Slavy will pick this up on the wall. He's going to send it to Siderick. Siderick, he sends it over for Walsh. It's off target, though. Walsh just rifles that into the corner. Siderick is in deep. He's a defenseman. That comes around. Walsh going to be able to contain that. He's not. And again, we're offside. Nice play by Walsh, but they're still way offside. Sloppy power play here. Coach Bezanson has seen enough of that. He's going to switch it out for unit number 2. Glover back. McIsaac sends it over to Glover. Ryan, he gets his stick lifted. Good job there. That was Allen that did that for the Ramblers. Glover, he's skating in. Smith drop pass to Glover. Glover with the big clapper. It's there. Unbelievable. Great play there. Parker O'Coin, player of the game thus far. That'll do it for this period. We will go into the dressing room. Sackville down by 3 goals. The Ramblers shot clock 23-19, so that's getting much closer, although as you all know, that doesn't count for much. So we'll take a 10-minute break. Thank you for tuning in. We'll be back shortly. All right, we're back. So I was just informed that there is sort of a faint hope that the Ramblers can advance. They needed a lot of help, a small miracle, and they need a bunch of goals in this third period. But there is a path to them advancing. So I think in the third period, they're looking to score another 3 goals, I was told, get up to a 6-0 deficit, and then probably need some help in another game later today, but technically they are still in it. So forgive me for saying they had been eliminated. I heard that before the game, but I guess that was based on some assumptions that have not materialized. This is Groom behind the net. He gets the puck knocked off his stick. Siderick. He sends it to the wall to Bowden. Bowden sends that over to Walsh. Walsh chips that ahead. He sends it wide, and as a result, that's going to come out. Bowden loses a wheel, and we've got a 2-on-1. Nice job by Makar Siderick to break that up, at least the first attempt. Here comes number 5, Warwick. Here goes Slavy. Looks like there's some new look lines here. Seeing if we can't generate some chemistry. That's Kendall behind the net. And we get a whistle. Anderson going to the box for something. Not what the Flyers wanted. Again, I didn't see what happened there, so we'll have to wait for the call.
Sackville penalties, number 19, Parker Anderson. 2 minutes for interference.
Interference is the call on Anderson, 2 minutes. Harvey's going to get in and steal that. No. Rochon got there first. Kendall gets smoked. Goes through Slavuta's legs. Warwick trying to set something up. He finds some quiet ice over there. Kendall, he misses his hit. Warwick behind the net, but Glover gets there first. Glover sends that all the way up. Not able to get it out, though. This is Leopold. He walks in. Glover blocked that with a shin pad. This is Rochon versus Glover. McNutt on the blue line. McNutt sends it over to his partner. That hits something, Slavuta's skate. And here we've got McNutt going all the way back. Harvey coming in hot. Great job there by McNutt to evade that check. This is Jack Smith. Jack Smith clears it all the way back. Harvey will go off. McKinnon will come on. So you've got Smith, McKinnon, Siderick, and McIsaac killing. Again, not your normal PK. Certainly first time I think we've seen this configuration all year. But that's what happens in these type of games. Do anything you can to try and find a little spark. And Sackville in desperate need of a spark. And then some. Reed sends that over. Smith racing for it. Reed again. That pass was a little too hot. Purcell slows it down. McIsaac sends it to Siderick. Siderick clears that. Nothing doing for the power play here on the Ramblers. And so Anderson comes out of the box. Ryan comes on, and we're back to 5-on-5. Nice chip there. Ryan kicks that into the zone. He sends it over to Sloan. Sloan gets his stick lifted, though. Siderick, he sends it over to Glover. Sorry, that's Groom. Groom pinches. He sends it to the corner. Hubely's there. Sloan sends it out front. Braden Ryan's there. Braden Ryan, he loses it. One move too many, but Hubely comes in. He shoots it. Where is it? There it is. Good defensive play there by the Badger. Ryan sends that to Hubely. Hubely not able to contain it, so it's a turnover. Leopold comes in. He still has it on his stick. Great job by Leopold. Not able to hit the net, though. I think he hit the side of the net. Sidoric, he sends it. He needs to get this deep because they need to change. They do. Sidoric getting into it with the kid there. Leopold, nice move by him. He's having a great shift. This is Ryan. Ryan won't, he's going to try and get it out front. It's there. He loses it. Slavuta swipes at it, not enough to get it. This is Martin. Martin flying up the wing. Martin with a shot. Easy save for Purcell. I think that would have sailed wide regardless. But we'll get a face-off and we will get fresh legs. McIsaac, he's in the corner. He sends it along the wall to Bowden. Bowden chips it forward. Bowden's on it. Good job by Bowden. No call on that play. That should have been holding, I think. Walsh snipes. Man, he's got a hot hand right now. Kid can't miss. When he gets a little bit of open ice, he snipes. So it is 3-1. Is that the spark that the Flyers fans were looking for? We will see. Time will tell. We have 10 minutes, 2 seconds left. Walshy with the goal. Lively stays at center.
Sackville goal scored by number 20, Jaden Walsh. With an assist to number 17, Kason Lively.
Lively with the helper. So again, goals are very, very important here for the Flyers. Well, for both teams, really, but for the Flyers because of tiebreaker rules and what's going to happen in a later game with Halifax and Bedford. So even if the Flyers were to lose this game, they want to lose it by as little as possible to give them a chance at winning a tiebreaker later today. So this is not the type of game where you can take your foot off the gas for either team. I've since learned, although that goal does not help the Ramblers' chance. This is McCauley back there, I believe. He gets into it with Glover. Here goes Walsh. Walsh been out there a long time now. Walsh turns it over to the neutral zone. Kids going flying over there. That was Glover. Things are getting chippy. The refs, the officiating this weekend has just been outstanding, I will say. Told that these are higher level refs that come in for this tournament, but the officiating's been just great. Sackville fans want a head contact call. One fan in particular. Harvey. Smith to Harvey. Harvey's got it. Smith's got it. Smith's behind the net. He gets bumped. It's over there. Can Parker get there in time? No, I don't believe. Oh, maybe. Capitalize on a mistake there. Parker's there. Pass to nobody, though. Back around it comes. Smith on the Smith and Anderson. Harvey steals that. Sends it out front. It's there. Smitty's there. It's loose puck. Smith again. Loose puck. Good shift by those kids. Shots 28 in favor of the Ramblers to just 23 for the Flyers. Again, Kraft Hockeyville today. If you could take some time out to vote for Kraft Hockeyville, the Sackville Arena in dire need of renovations. Anyone that's been there knows how badly they could use the help. A long list of things that need to be renovated in that old barn. Washrooms need a refresh. The benches need a refresh like you can't even imagine. Probably the worst seating in the province. In fact, I'll go ahead and say it definitely is the worst seating in the province. Battle on the boards. Bowden, he flips it in. Glover, he flips it to the corner. Kayson's got it. Kayson's looking for an outlet pass. He's got it. Walsh. Walsh tipped it. Again, we want that puck on Walsh's stick right now. He's got the hottest hands of the season. That comes out. Groom versus Rochon. Rochon. Bowden, he tips it. Nice tip by Bowden. Fresh legs come out. There's Alex Slavuta. Oh, a giant hit on Braden Ryan. This is Warwick. That was devastating. Braden Ryan, tough as nails, first-year player. He hops right up, got a smile on his face. That was a devastating hit. He's fine, won't miss a shift. Can't say enough good things about this kid. He's got a bright future. He's going to have a great season next year. Unbelievable how he just hopped up from that. Hats off to him. That puts Warwick in the box. Just a 2-minute penalty. If Sackville can pop a power play goal here, they're right back in it. There's Slavuta. He sends it to Groom. Slavuta missed wide. Hit his own player, who was Hubley, I believe. There we go. Oh, he hit the post. He doesn't miss much, this kid. Watch out for Alexander Slavuta. Incredible story, this guy. Came out of rec hockey. He's playing AA. Many would put him as the top player on this team. And there it is. Hubley. The Flyers are back in it. 3-2. Again, even if they drop this, that's a very, very important goal. Good job by Carter Hubley. Carter Hubley has had a rough season. He has some type of a degenerative disease that affects his knees. So he sat out probably 6 weeks or so on the sideline with a sore knee, and I think it's probably still a little sore. You know, nice for him to score in this barn. His dad's popped many in this rink as a junior A player. In fact, his photo is on the wall directly behind me. He was the assistant captain here for the Mariners back in 2010-ish. My partner here beside me, Quinn, the cameraman, all pumped up for me. Thanks again to MC Media. I will let you know, this is a really, really cool stream. You can see the 6 different camera angles they have here, all run by volunteers. Local guys here in the community took time off work to stream this game for us. They do not get paid. And I know everybody watching at home appreciates their efforts, so thank you to MC Media and all the volunteers that they have working for them. Slavuta and Harvey with the helpers on the Hubley goal. Warwick, he fanned on it. You know he's going to be fired up. That penalty was his. And he probably feels responsible. And I've always found that when that happens, it puts an extra spring in a player's step. And if you're going to put an extra spring in a player's step, it's not that player that you want to do it to, because he is a prolific goal scorer. If you look at the stats, 36 points on the season, and the bulk of those were goals. All right, we've got Smith, McKinnon, and Anderson. Forgive me for the delay there. That's a new look line. Haven't seen that all year. So some strange things happening here on the Flyers side. Smith with the big hit. This is O'Neill. Glover fan on that a couple times. All good though. McKinnon picks it up. He sends it to Anderson. Anderson not able to corral that pass. It still makes it in. It comes out. They're offside. McIsaac, he's going to reset. He backhands that to Glover. Again, this is O'Neill. He's already got one on the day. They keep it in. Glover back. Flyers playing with some desperation here. 4.5 minutes left to play in the game. McKinnon to Smith. Anderson. Anderson chips that. That's going to be a turnover, though. Here's Warwick. He takes a look. Warwick, long lead pass over to McCauley. McCauley's got space. He's in the slot. He sends it. Easy pad save for Purcell. McIsaac. There's going to be a call on that, I think. Yes, there is. That was an easy call to make. All right, Sackville's going back to the power play. That's McCauley going to the box. Lively. Lively snipes. Tie game, 3-3. All right, time for the Flyers to play to win here. Again, folks at home, forgive me. Full disclosure, I am a Flyers fan. I am trying to be as impartial as possible, and I have to hand it to this Ramblers team. They did come to play. Wow. That was quite an opportunity there for the Ramblers. The Ramblers are not done. They will not make this easy. Mark my words. Walsh. There goes Walshy. He's got Lively with him. He's going to leave it for Kaysen. He missed that pass, though. That was off target. Uncharacteristic of Walsh. He slows it down behind the net. He's got it. He sends it back out front. Kaysen's there. Kaysen's going to walk in again. Another shot by Lively, our captain. Kaysen again with a shot. That blocked. The Ramblers' parents getting anxious here. Walsh, he fans on it. It's a loose puck. Groom comes in. He's going to shoot. He does. Just misses wide. Not sure if the goalie got a piece of that or not. All right, the Flyers are offside. This is Walsh. He hits his guy hard. That's McNutt. He goes hard into the boards. Actually hit his head off the glass. He's okay, though. Slavuta. Ryan's careful not to touch that puck. That was a smart heads-up play because that could have been a too-many-men penalty. Here goes Sidoric. Nice backhand pass to Ryan. Glad to see Ryan out there again. He took that heavy hit here in front of me. That hit Glover's skate. That could have been a too-many-men. Glover, he blows a wheel.
It could have been too many men because it did touch his skate.
Sidoric. All Ramblers here. Here's Slavuta. He kicks it to neutral ice. This is Reed. Reed has it. Reed dumps it in. That gets gloved down by Glover. He's got to be quick, though. That's Warwick, number 5. Again, not the player you want to have with the puck if you are a Flyers fan. That goes to the corner. Harvey will pick this up. He takes a look. He chips it forward, but that's going to be a turnover. Oh, dangerous there. Gage was a little bit out of his net, but he gloved that down with ease. Getting a little chippy there in front of the net. .154 left to play. Let's see what Coach Bezanson and Ryan Prosser do here. They're going to keep their captain Lively out. I think they've got Walsh out there. Bowden. We get a whistle. Kaysen wins the draw. That's Kendall. Kendall sends it over to Bowden. Bowden's nice pass to Lively. Lively wasn't able to contain that, though. It was a rolling puck. Walsh steals it, though. He dumps it in, and we'll get a face-off in the Ramblers' end. 1:40 left to play. Shots are tied, 31-31. Remarkable comeback here for the Flyers. They have been a third-period team all season. We've been trying to shake that. What a good problem to have today. Walsh at center, he sends it to Lively. Lively's going to rifle that all the way around to the corner. Walsh picks this up. He's behind. He sends it out front. Bowden snipes. 4-3 for your Flyers. Beautiful goal by number 2, a defenseman. He's played forward a number of times this year. Probably 5 or 6 games at forward. And it's the opinion of many armchair quarterbacks that he should be a forward. I'm not one of them, but I've got a couple of them sitting in front of me, so. Gagnon, he wins it. That's O'Neill. He takes an elbow to the head. Terrace, he takes a forearm to the head. We want to keep this game under control. It's been a great game thus far, so we don't want the wheels to come off of it here. 1:10 left to play. Sackville's got to play a defensive game here, and obviously the Ramblers, they want the W. They elect to keep their goalie in. He's played a great game. This is Walsh. Glover with that big clapper, but that missed by a mile. Here's Siderick. He'll shoot. Oh, he fans on it. Walsh has it, the hot hand. Parker Anderson comes flying in with that quick release, and another goal by Walshy. Man, this kid can't miss the net. 5-3. Unbelievable. 5 unanswered goals by the Flyers here in the third period. 35.6 seconds left to play. Smith, McKinnon, and Hubley come out. Smile by Coach Bezanson over there on the bench. He wasn't smiling in the first 2 periods, I can tell you that. He was not smiling underneath the bleachers here during intermission. Although I was not there and I'm not privy to what he was saying, I can tell you with absolute certainty it wasn't smiles. Offsides by Hubley. Parker Anderson gets the helper on the Walsh goal, and Siderick does. Congratulations to the Cumberland Ramblers for making it here to the tournament. I hope they had a great season. We've seen them a couple times in tournaments and stuff throughout the year. And always been a fun game to play. And hopefully I wasn't too biased. Impossible not to be a little bit biased. You get excited here. Your kids' team's mounting a comeback, so forgive me, folks. That'll do it. 5-3 win for the Flyers. We'll hang out, see who wins player of the game, defensive and offensive player of the game, but what a great comeback here for the Flyers. Shots end up 34-31 in favor of the Flyers. As you know, they were losing by almost a 3-1 deficit after 1, so they dug deep, found a way to win. Lively with a 3-point game. Harvey and Siderick with 2-point game, and Jaden Walsh with a 3-point game with the 2 goals, 1 assist. So I know his dad's watching down in Mexico, wishing he was here. And unfortunately, that ends the season for the Ramblers.
Ramblers and the Sackville Flyers. Great game this morning to start things off. Now time to present the offensive and defensive player of the game for each team. For Cumberland County, the offensive player of the game, number 16, Bryson O'Neill.
O'Neill, he had a great game. Really stood out to me.
And the defensive player of the game, number 9, Camden Leopold.
Leopold, again, he had a great game too. Noticeable. Congrats to both of them.
The Sackville Flyers, the offensive player of the game, number 17, Kason Lively.
Kason Lively, captain of the Flyers. He wins offensive player of the game. He'll also be in the fastest scare. Danny Mack wins defensive player of the game. Again, he had a great game too. Like I was saying, Kason Lively, fastest skater competition tonight. He'll be in it. Keep an eye on him. Thank you very much for tuning in. This will probably be my last game of the season, unless there's no one to do the games tomorrow, but I suspect there will be. And so I really appreciate all the support that you've given the Flyers this year. And again, congratulations to the Cumberland Ramblers for making it as far as they did. My understanding is they had a terrific season. So thank you again for tuning in. We'll see you soon.